email from a couple working for the State Department. They're in Burkina Faso, couldn't find a church.
Sure.
They take our weekly webcast, and this they call it our 5th location, is growing. I mean, people are coming,
Right.
and they do their worship piece, but then they gather around that webcast, and that's the teaching element. And so, it's just, man, what a day and age! It's just so exciting to see what God's doing and to be part of it.
Good deal. The blog is evotional.com.
Yeah, or markbatterson.com,
markbatterson.com
because
as
everybody
well.
misspells evotional.
We're trying to have a meeting here, Brad. What are you
Brad
doing?
Lomenick.
Yeah.
We are trying to
Don't
meet.
mind us,
He's probably on the phone with the president.
Don't you have someone to be? This is Brad Lomenick from Catalyst fame.
Now, Ken, hold on just a second.
You are literally on the phone with somebody
Now,
right now.
hold on, Ken. We're live on the Catalyst podcast on this phone.
Catalyst podcast. This is not
Should
the
I move
Catalyst.
over a little bit?
Yeah, it's kind of making me disturbed if you could.
Hey, Ken, if you're on your computer, if you go to conferencechannel.org,
my gosh.
Oh,
Sweet
yeah.
mother of pearl.
conferencechannel.org, we're actually live.
Sweet.
I'm live on conferencechannel.org while we're actually doing the Catalyst podcast.
This is a socially awkward
On
moment.
my phone.
You're doing a Catalyst podcast
Yeah.
while we're doing a conference channel podcast.
Oh, you guys are live here?
No, yes, we
So
were.
I'm actually
we were.
interrupting?
Cut
Yeah.
the channel. Cut
No,
the
not. He's gonna call his
Ken,
mom
here's the deal.
next.
Ken,
I'm
here's
on TV.
Is this glare bothering you guys on the camera?
Ken.
Are we okay? So,
Hey, now I want to hand the phone. Hey, I want to hand the phone over to Mark Batterson.
the Mark Batterson.
And then Ed Stetzer,
No,
because
no.
these guys want to wish us
This is
congratulations
literally-
on our 50th
You're
podcast
lying to me.
episode
This
for
is
Catalyst.
really
No.
a Catalyst
Oh.
podcast.
Yeah, so here we go. Here's Mark Batterson.
You've done
That's
Catalyst
Ken.
podcast.
Yeah, Ken Coleman. Yeah.
Ken, what's up, dog?
What's up, dog? I'm so not that cool.
I'm sorry I'm interrupting.
Yeah, I can
Man,
tell. It's breaking your
I'll
heart,
tell
yeah.
you what.
Are we
I
raising
I
this?
admire you keeping track of
People
Brad
dropping out of the
and
listeners.
hey, serious props, 50th
four.
podcast. Brad and I were one of those first ones that
Yes.
Brad's first
You were my first
podcast.
interview.
You were the first
So-
podcast. Wow.
He was my,
Anyway, hey, bro,
He
man.
was my first interview.
Wow. What a rock star.
And you were one
Hey,
of
bro,
mine.
good to
Worst.
hear your voice, man. Let me hand you off to Ed because that's what Brad said to do.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ed Stetzer,
Ed
Sounds
Stetzer.
good.
Wow.
Sounds good. Ed Stetzer, here he is.
global leader.
Global leader. Am I a global
You're a
leader?
global leader.
I'm a global leader.
This
I didn't
is
know
just
that.
the live
Ken, how
drama.
are you?
Is
And once
unreal,
again,
isn't it?
if anybody out there can send,
Could
in
I
a
what?
send in a donation for me to get an iPhone.
Sure. You want me to, he wants me to clear something up for the listeners. Yes, Ken. All right.
I'm using a BlackBerry from like 1992.
That's just not
I am
right.
no way related to Stetson cologne
No.
or hats or anything of that sort. None of that stuff. I will tell you that my claim to fame is I had the most heavily edited interview podcast, Catalyst podcast, because we started making
Yeah.
fun of John Maxwell.
Yeah.
And, it's just all the rhyming. You
Yeah.
can't have the dream unless you have the team. I mean, I was just hoping if we could work in a few
Yeah.
more cliches of the podcast, it would
Oh,
be better.
man. This
is not
So
condoned
they
in any way
by
edited
me.
this-
No.
They edited
Anybody
it all
at
out,
Catalyst.
Ken. So I got a whole reel of
Ed can-
bloopers
Ed
of
can make
making
fun of
fun of
people.
because Maxwell's cool if you
Is
like
our viewership
rhyming.
dropping?
And so
We're getting back to this interview quickly,
I got to
so.
go now. But I'm pretty sure after saying that I'll never be on a podcast again. But I want you to know I love John Maxwell. I am a 365-degree leader. I threw that in
Hey.
there just for a little fun. Not 360.
Well, you got 21 laws.
I got 21. I got
Yeah.
22.
Yeah.
laws.
And you have
22.
17 attributes.
17. There are 17 attributes.
Yeah,
I
and you
didn't know
got
that.
12 things that you do to focus daily. Because you know why? Because today matters.
Today does matter.
Today matters.
Come
You-
on.
You are good
Yeah.
with that.
And it's all leadership gold.
It is leadership gold. Here it is. It's leadership gold. That's
Hey, can we
shameless.
give out?
Brad
Can
Lomenick,
we?
here you are. Go
Can
away.
we give out Brad's cell phone number?
Yes,
so
what
that
is
if anybody
Brad's cell
wants
phone
to get
number?
on the podcast, they can just call in.
All right, we have
maybe not.
We have 4 viewers left, and so we'd like to thank you, Mark. Anything you want to say to the folks? You brought this one idea. You had, almost 1,000 people here listening. What would you say to the people watching by video that you'd want them to hear out of what you said today? Just in a few sentences, and we'll close.
Yeah, I might encourage you to do what we're doing tomorrow. I'm taking our whole staff. We're doing what we're calling a daydream day, getting off site. Man, we're just gonna spend a day dreaming about what does God want to do in us? What does our future look like? Just reevaluating everything that we do, putting everything on the table. And my prayer is that then, we walk away with a couple of defined goals and dreams of, hey, this is the direction we need to be headed, because it's so natural to experience mission drift, and we learn how and forget why. And so I might encourage listeners just, hey, do a personal retreat, take your staff, do a daydream day, and allow God to begin to stir your spirit again with those dreams that I know He wants to give to you.
Good word, man. Love your heart. You talked about the nations. Love your heart for the nations, God's global mission. So love that. Thank you, Mark Batterson, for being with us on our podcast today.
Thanks, Ed.